Reactions other than, oh, an invitation from an angel to go and to tell. I'm convinced on that morning, just as on many of the experiences through the early days of the Christian story, that there may have been an inclination to fear. Despite an invitation from an angel, I am sure that having seen Christ go through death on the cross, there had to be fear. And in fact, we'll see later in the Gospels that that's exactly what the disciples themselves had, because they were shut up and locked in a house and hiding. I'm sure that there were other reactions. Reactions like flee, run, get away from the sea. Reactions like deny or doubt. Deny or doubt. We don't know where he is. The angel says he's arisen. Says he'll meet us in Galilee. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I push this point for this simple reason. God created us as a people with a full range of emotion and passion and experiences that shape who we are. And as part of who we are, in the midst of something as traumatic, I believe, for the women who arrived at the tomb that morning, I have no doubt that they wondered that even in the midst of an invitation to go and tell, it probably crossed their minds. Don't go and say anything, because the men will simply say we're crazy. Now, women, I know that's never happened to you before. I know you've never been doubted before. I know that there are no men who have ever questioned your word. I am sure that none of you women have ever experienced saying something like, it just feels like the right thing at the right time. And every time that you've said that, I'm sure the response has been, well, honey, we're going to go with your instinct on this one. Yeah, some of you will resonate with that, and others will say, okay, Pastor Ted. But these women were the first to arrive. They were the first to find an empty tomb, and the first to have to decide, what do we do now? I don't know if they thought, what are our choices? What are our options? How should we say this if we decide to say it? I don't know if there was a long discussion in the tomb that morning. But I do understand the invitation from the angel. Because I believe the invitation contained things, parts, challenges that went beyond fear and hiding and fleeing and doubting and denying some of the natural reactions. I think the invitation contained challenges to go and to verify. The angel saying, look, see here now, this is the place where he was laying. Verify with your own eyes, he is not here. I believe the invitation and the word go. It's very clear that there aren't a lot of words in the English language that are also in the Hebrew and the Aramaic and the Greek languages, but this one is pretty clear. Go. You wonder what we should do now? The angel says, go, verify, tell, remember, confirm. Jesus is not here in a tomb forever. He has arisen. It has happened. And so in answer to the question, what should we do now? On an early morning, maybe cold like this one, maybe sunny, maybe dark, the invitation, brothers and sisters, that was extended on Easter morning continues for us. Don't just hear and say, he's not there. Receive the invitation from the angels. Verify for yourself within your own spirit that Christ is indeed alive. tell others that Christ is alive. Look for verification, and look for the presence of Christ, and look for the movement of the Holy Spirit, and look for all the wonders and signs of what God will do, and confirm within your spirit that Christ is alive. Hear these angels saying, "Go and tell and meet him in Galilee." Well, folks, we're not going to take a trip to Galilee this morning. We're going to take a continued journey to the remainder of the days of your life. And in the remainder of those days, I think the invitation stands. Go and meet the Christ who has risen. In Jesus' name, amen. In our belief and in our trust that Christ is indeed alive, we affirm not only our belief and our faith, we affirm that Christ does indeed meet us. I invite you to affirm your faith as you stand, as you're able,